Di era di mana perubahan adalah satu-satunya kepastian, siapa yang akan memimpin masa depan? Hanya mereka yang menolak menjadi rata-rata. Kami membangun mentalitas superior, standar akademik tertinggi, integritas yang tak tergoyahkan. Cerdas bukan hanya tentang teori, ini tentang adaptasi. Menguasai teknologi, membaca data, dan memecahkan masalah kompleks dengan solusi smart. Namun, keunggulan sejati diukur dari dampaknya. Kami hadir untuk memberdayakan, mengangkat ekonomi, menegakkan keadilan. We empower the community. Jadilah bagian dari generasi baru. Institut Andi Sapada. Superior, Empower, and Smart.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Saya Profesor Dr. Bahtiar Tijang, Rektor Institut Andi Sapada. Institut Andi Sapada hadir dan memfasilitasi generasi muda berintegritas, berilmu, dan berdaya saing. Pendidikan tidak hanya membentuk keahlian, tetapi juga karakter dan tanggung jawab sosial. Saya mengajak bergabung Anda untuk belajar, berkembang, dan menyiapkan masa depan bersama Institut Andi Sapada. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Di tanah ini, harapan disemaikan. Di tempat ini, masa depan dirancang. Institut Andi Sapada bukan sekedar tempat belajar. Ini adalah kawah candra di muka bagi para pemimpin bangsa. Berpegang teguh pada 3 pilar utama: superior dalam kualitas, empower dalam pengabdian, dan smart dalam inovasi. Kami bertekad melahirkan lulusan yang tidak hanya siap kerja, tapi siap berkarya. Menghadirkan pendidikan tinggi yang inklusif dan berkualitas. Institut Andi Sapada terus bertransformasi menjadi pusat peradaban ilmu pengetahuan di Sulawesi Selatan dan Indonesia. Fakultas Hukum Institut Andi Sapada, rumah bagi para pembela keadilan. Kami mencetak praktisi hukum yang berintegritas superior dan tajam dalam analisis. Dengan program unggulan sarjana ilmu hukum dan satu-satunya program kriminologi yang mempelajari kejahatan secara ilmiah, serta program magister hukum untuk pendalaman keilmuan tingkat lanjut. Kami mempersiapkan Anda menghadapi tantangan hukum global. Melalui Pusat Konsultasi dan Bantuan Hukum atau PKBH dan Pusat Studi Hukum dan Masyarakat atau PSHM. Kami mewujudkan nilai empower, memberikan akses keadilan bagi masyarakat, sekaligus melatih mahasiswa menangani kasus nyata sejak dini. Dunia bergerak cepat. Fakultas Bisnis Institut Andi Sapada hadir dengan konsep Smart Economy, mencetak entrepreneur dan manajer handal yang adaptif terhadap teknologi. Kami menawarkan ragam pilihan masa depan, S1 Manajemen dan Akuntansi yang modern, D3 Manajemen Industri yang fokus pada keahlian teknis, hingga S2 Manajemen untuk mencetak pemimpin korporasi superior. Kurikulum kami dirancang untuk memberdayakan. Mahasiswa didorong menciptakan lapangan kerja, bukan sekedar pencari kerja. Kenyamanan Anda adalah prioritas kami. Di Biro Administrasi Akademik, kami menerapkan standar pelayanan prima yang ceria dan ramah. Didukung sistem digital yang smart, kami menjamin layanan yang cepat, efektif, dan efisien. Tidak ada birokrasi yang berbelit. Melayani dengan hati yang ikhlas dan sistem yang akuntabel. Karena kami percaya, administrasi yang rapi adalah awal dari kesuksesan studi Anda. Komitmen mutu ini juga tercermin pada International Office, Career Development Center atau CDC, Satuan Tugas Pencegahan dan Penanganan Kekerasan di Perguruan Tinggi atau PPKPT, serta Tax Center yang memberdayakan melalui edukasi dan layanan perpajakan. Seluruh proses ini diawasi oleh Badan Penjaminan Mutu atau BPM dan Lembaga Penelitian dan Pengabdian Masyarakat atau LP2M, memastikan Institut Andi Sapada tetap menjadi perguruan tinggi yang superior dan terpercaya. Kepemimpinan bukan hanya tentang jabatan, tapi tentang tanggung jawab. Melalui organisasi mahasiswa, sinergi antara BEM Institut, BEM Fakultas Hukum, dan BEM Fakultas Bisnis menjadi motor penggerak aspirasi mahasiswa yang kritis dan konstruktif. Di tingkat program studi, fondasi keilmuan diperkuat oleh himpunan mahasiswa, mulai dari Himpunan Mahasiswa Program Studi Manajemen yang mendorong mahasiswa untuk berpikir strategis dan mampu mengelola sumber daya. Himpunan Mahasiswa Program Studi Akuntansi sebagai ruang penguatan kompetensi akuntansi dan keuangan, serta Himpunan Mahasiswa Program Studi Manajemen Industri yang berfokus pada pengembangan sumber daya manusia yang relevan dengan kebutuhan industri. Kami mengasah tajamnya pikiran melalui unit kegiatan mahasiswa intelektual dan debat Andi Sapada, serta menjaga luhurnya budaya lewat unit kegiatan mahasiswa seni Petanani Andi Sapada. Ketangguhan fisik dan mental ditempa di unit kegiatan mahasiswa olahraga, kegiatan alam terbuka pada unit kegiatan mahasiswa pecinta alam, sementara kemandirian ekonomi dibangun melalui unit kegiatan mahasiswa kewirausahaan. Di Institut Andi Sapada, setiap bakat memiliki panggungnya sendiri untuk bersinar. Inilah tempat di mana impian divalidasi, di mana setiap potensi dihargai, dan setiap prestasi dirayakan. Bergabunglah bersama kami. Jadilah bagian dari keluarga besar Institut Andi Sapada. Mari menyongsong masa depan yang superior, saling empower, dan menjadi generasi smart. Institut Andi Sapada, superior, empower, and smart.
Assalamualaikum, my dear Professor Atam. Good afternoon from Indonesia.
Waalaikumsalam, warmest greetings from Russia, from Republic of Crimea.
Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. So today we are virtually and hopefully on July you're on site in Makassar, inshallah. Thank you so much. So, ladies and gentlemen, so we are still waiting for several leader of university. So kindly wait for 5 minutes to start our agenda today. Thank you.
Di era di mana perubahan adalah satu-satunya kepastian, siapa yang akan memimpin masa depan? Hanya mereka yang menolak menjadi rata-rata. Kami membangun mentalitas superior, standar akademik tertinggi, integritas yang tak tergoyahkan. Cerdas bukan hanya tentang teori, ini tentang adaptasi, menguasai teknologi, membaca data, dan memecahkan masalah kompleks dengan solusi smart. Namun, keunggulan sejati diukur dari dampaknya. Kami hadir untuk memberdayakan, mengangkat ekonomi, menegakkan keadilan. We empower the community. Jadilah bagian dari generasi baru. Institut Andi Sapada. Superior, Empower, and Smart.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Saya Profesor Dr. Bahtiar Tijam, Rektor Institut Andi Sapada. Institut Andi Sapada hadir dan memfasilitasi generasi muda berintegritas, berilmu, dan berdaya saing. Pendidikan tidak hanya membentuk keahlian, tetapi juga karakter dan tanggung jawab sosial. Saya mengajak bergabung Anda untuk belajar, berkembang, dan menyiapkan masa depan bersama Institut Andi Sapada. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Di tanah ini harapan disemaikan. Di tempat ini, masa depan dirancang. Institut Andi Sapada bukan sekedar tempat belajar. Ini adalah kawah candra dibuka bagi para pemimpin bangsa. Berpegang teguh pada 3 pilar utama: superior dalam kualitas, empower dalam pengabdian, dan smart dalam inovasi. Kami bertekad melahirkan lulusan yang tidak hanya siap kerja, tapi siap berkarya. Menghadirkan pendidikan tinggi yang inklusif dan berkualitas. Institut Andi Sapada terus bertransformasi menjadi pusat peradaban ilmu pengetahuan di Sulawesi Selatan dan Indonesia. Fakultas Hukum Institut Andi Sapada, rumah bagi para pembela keadilan. Kami mencetak praktisi hukum yang berintegritas superior dan tajam dalam analisis. Dengan program unggulan sarjana ilmu hukum dan satu-satunya program kriminologi yang mempelajari kejahatan secara ilmiah, serta program magister hukum untuk pendalaman keilmuan tingkat lanjut. Kami mempersiapkan Anda menghadapi tantangan hukum global. Melalui Pusat Konsultasi dan Bantuan Hukum atau PKBH dan Pusat Studi Hukum dan Masyarakat atau PSHM. Kami mewujudkan nilai empower, memberikan akses keadilan bagi masyarakat, sekaligus melatih mahasiswa menangani kasus nyata sejak dini. Dunia bergerak cepat. Fakultas Bisnis Institut Andi Sapada hadir dengan konsep Smart Economy, mencetak entrepreneur dan manajer handal yang adaptif terhadap teknologi. Kami menawarkan ragam pilihan masa depan, S1 Manajemen dan Akuntansi yang modern, D3 Manajemen Industri yang fokus pada keahlian teknis, hingga S2 ketuk.
Oke.
Good afternoon, my dear Professor, Professor Fergizi. Good, good afternoon, my dear Professor, Professor Fergizi.
Cek, cek, cek, cek, cek sound, cek sound.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, Professor, you are audible. Thank you so much for your coming, Professor. Thank you. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
Warahmatullahi
wabarakatuh.
wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
A very good afternoon to our Honorable Rector, distinguished speakers, esteemed international partner, respected guests, colleagues, students, ladies and gentlemen joining us from different countries. Welcome to the International Webinar on Economics, Business, Education, Law and Social Sciences 2026 and virtual signing ceremony hosted by Institut Ilmu Sosial dan Bisnis Andi Sapada with the theme of Digital Transformation, Sustainable Development, and Global Innovation in Economic, Business, Education, Law and Social Sciences. It is a great honor for us to welcome participant and partner institutions from Turkey, India, Sri Lanka, Russia, and Indonesia. My name is Dwi Hermawan, and I will be your master of ceremony for today's opening session. Ladies and gentlemen, to begin this prestigious international event, let us respectfully stand for the national anthem session, representing our participating countries, Indonesia, Turkey, Sri Lanka, India, and Russia. Please rise.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा। विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा। तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे। गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे जय हे जय हे जय जय जय जय हे।
Россия!
Thank you. Please be seated. Next, let us continue with the march of Institut Ilmu Sosial dan Bisnis Andi Sapada.
Institut Andi Sapada menjawab tantangan nasional dalam ilmu sosial dan bisnis yang berbasis smart city. Kaji ilmiah cerdaskan bangsa, kembangkan ilmu pengetahuan, bina generasi penerus dan pelanjut cita-cita bangsa. Bergandengan tangan satukan tekad, padu satukan pikiran dan semangat, tingkatkan kualitas kampus biru kita, harapan bangsa dan negara. Institut Andi Sapada, kami akan selalu terkenal, tempat merajut asa dan impian demi masa depan yang gemilang. Di bawah panji alma mater Institut Andi Sapada, kampus biru yang tercinta, semoga Tuhan tetap melindungi. Bergandengan tangan satukan tekad, padu satukan pikiran dan semangat, tingkatkan kualitas kampus biru kita, harapan bangsa dan negara. Bergandengan tangan satukan tekad, padu satukan pikiran dan semangat, tingkatkan kualitas kampus biru kita, harapan bangsa dan negara. Harapan bangsa dan negara.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the next agenda is the committee report, which will be delivered by Mr. Syahban Mada Ali as the chairperson of the organizing committee. To the honorable chairperson, the floor is yours.
Well, thank you so much for the master of ceremony. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And good afternoon.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
And good afternoon, everyone. Distinguished rector, honorable keynote speakers, respected university leaders, estimated scholars, college researchers, students, and participants from various countries. It is my great honor and pleasure as the chairperson of the organizing committee to warmly welcome all of you to the international webinar on economics, business, education, law, and social science, and virtual signing ceremony, hosted by Institut Ilmu Sosial dan Bisnis Andi Sapada. First of all, on behalf of the organizing committee, I would like to express our deepest gratitude to the Director of Institut Ilmu Sosial dan Bisnis Andi Sapada, Profesor Dr. Bahtiar Tijang. Thank you, Prof. for his continuous support, encouragement, and visionary leadership in making this international academic event possible. Today's theme, digital transformation, sustainable development, and global innovation in economics, business, education, law, and social science, is highly relevant to the challenges and opportunities we face in the era of rapid technological advancement and artificial intelligence. Across disciplines, we are witnessing how digital innovation is reshaping institutions, economies, legal frameworks, educational system, and social interaction worldwide. This webinar serves as important international platform to connect scholars, practitioners, policymakers, and students in meaningful academic dialogue. It is our hope that today's discussions will generate fresh perspectives, strengthen interdisciplinary collaboration, and inspire future research and innovation that contribute to sustainable global development. We are also especially delighted that today's event includes a virtual signing ceremony. There are three universities for today, making a significant step toward expanding international collaboration and strategic partnerships between institutions. We believe that such cooperation will open broader opportunities, such as for joint research, academic exchange, collaborative publication, and global engagement, and the other positive activities that can be collaborated one each other. I would like to extend my sincere appreciation to all keynote speakers, invited guests, partners, institutions, moderators, committee members, and participants, there is students and a lecturer and the others for your presence and valuable contribution to this event. Finally, we hope that this webinar will not only enrich our academic insights, but also strengthen our collective commitment to building a more innovative, sustainable, and globally connected future. Once again, I said thank you so much for everyone who make this event successfully. Thank you very much and good afternoon. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much for the insightful report. We now come to the official welcome and opening remarks. It is my distinct honor to invite Profesor Dr. Baktiar Tijang, Rector of Institut Ilmu Sosial dan Bisnis Andi Sapada, to officially open this international webinar. Honorable Rector, please.
Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good afternoon. Peace and blessings be upon us all. First and foremost, let us extend our deepest gratitude to the God, for it is by His grace that we are gathered here today in good health and high spirits for this prestigious academic occasion, the International Webinar on Economics, Business, Education, Law, and Social Sciences, and virtual signing ceremony proudly hosted by Institut Ilmu Sosial dan Bisnis Andi Sapada. Distinguished guests, honorable speakers, and respected leaders of partnering institutions, it is both a great honor and profound pleasure for me, on behalf of the academic community of Institut Andi Sapada, to welcome all of you to this event. This forum represents not only a ceremonial gathering, but more importantly, a milestone in our shared commitment to global academic collaboration founded on the values of inclusivity, innovation, and sustainability. This event is a significant step forward in our internationalization agenda through today's Memorandum of Understanding MOU signing ceremony. Institut Ilmu Sosial dan Bisnis Andi Sapada proudly forges official academic partnership with 3 outstanding institutions from around the world, namely 1. Sinop University, Turkey; 2. Christ College Autonomous Kerala, India; 3. Amity University, India. To the leaders and delegates of these universities, we offer our sincerest appreciation and heartfelt gratitude for your trust, your cooperation, and your dedication to global education. Finally, to mark the official opening of this forum and to seek divine blessings for its success and long-term impact, I invite all of us to begin this academic gathering by reciting together. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Rector, for the inspiring remarks and for officially opening this event. Ladies and gentlemen, we now come to the one of the most important moments of today's ceremony, the virtual signing ceremony of the Memorandum of Understanding between our respected partner institutions. This ceremony symbolizes our shared commitment to strengthening international collaboration in education, research, innovation, faculty mobility, and global academic engagement. For the institutional introduction, may I respectfully invite Professor Dr. Ezra Bozkurt Altan from Turkey to give short introduction. To the Honorable Professor, the floor is yours.
Dear President of Institut Ilmu Social and Business and Sapada, dear colleagues and participants, it's a great pleasure to address you today on behalf of Sinop University. At the outset, I would like to extend our sincere greeting to all participants and express our appreciation for the opportunity to take part in this meaningful meeting. Sinop University is young and steadily developing public university located at the northernmost point of Turkey on the Black Sea coast. Before I continue, I would like to invite you to watch a short introductory video presenting our university. Dear Dwight, I sent you link via a private message on Zoom. I'm also sharing it here in the message section. Or please grant me screen sharing permission. Okay, thank you.
Zelov is a place where the abundance of the sea, the flavors of its unique cuisine, the rich legacy of its history, the serenity of its lush greenery come together in perfect harmony. A city of strategic importance and historical value, standing as a gateway to the future with its employment-focused educational leadership. Guided by the light of science, our strong, innovative, and determined academic team inspires both the nation and the world while shaping the future. With this exceptional team, we nurture students who shape the future, spanning fields from artificial intelligence to technology, from art to digitalization, from science to innovation, and from engineering to design. We respond to regional needs through sustainable energy, biotechnology, and more. We prioritize the needs of our students, removing all barriers to their success. Our education model emphasizes ecological and technological skills with human-centered, sustainable solutions, creating a flexible and robust higher education system. As we form strong partnerships with industries, we continue to lead the region, connecting knowledge with society, transforming extracurricular experiences into real-world value, and preparing for the professions of the future. While participating in international projects and scientific collaborations, our students and academics gain valuable knowledge and global experience through Erasmus exchange programs. With an education model that builds theory and practice, we prepare our graduates for the future with confidence, ready to take on the professional world. Together with all our partners, it's our responsibility to our country and nation to establish a higher educational system that is highly competitive and visible on a global scale, open to innovation, of high quality, supportive of employment, accessible, inclusive, and successful in achieving digitalization and internationalization. Sinop University is an institution that embraces Turkey's strong educational values while shaping the future. Sinop University.
Thank you for your permission. As you will see, Sinop University is tutored in a peaceful and secure city, known for its natural beauty, and has since its establishment embraced internationalization as a central component of its institutional vision. In this context, we attach particular importance to establishing meaningful and lasting collaboration with higher education institutions across different regions of the world. We firmly believe that building academic bridge across countries and cultures is essential. Such cooperation is important not only for advising education and research, but also for generating shared responses to global challenges, for strengthening mutual understanding among societies. In today's academic landscape, no university can fully realize its mission in isolation. For this reason, Sinop University remains committed to developing long-term and impactful partnership grounded in shared academic objectives, constructive dialogue, and mutual respect. We believe that this meeting constitutes an important step towards the establishment of a productive and sustainable cooperation between Sinop University and Institut İlmu Sosyal'dan Business Andi Sapada. In particular, we welcome the opportunity to explore collaboration in the areas of students and staff mobility, joint research initiatives, and knowledge-sharing platforms. Allow me to thank you once again for your participation and for the positive interest you have shown in our partnership proposal. We are confident that a strong and sincere collaboration between our institutions will generate lasting value for both universities and for the communities we serve. Thank you for your kind attention.
Thank you, Professor Ezra, for the insightful introduction. Now, we would like to invite Associate Professor Dr. K.G. Fergizi to continue the institutional introduction. To the Honorable Rector, to the Honorable Professor, the floor is yours.
Hi everyone, good morning from India and Christ College. I'm the Dean of International Affairs and Vice Principal of the college. And my principal was with me, but he has gone for a very important meeting which was scheduled earlier. So I'm happy to introduce Christ College, Irinjalakuda, Kerala. We are situated in the southernmost part of India, in the state of Kerala. And Christ College is the biggest college in terms of enrollment in Kerala. And we have around 33 undergraduate programs and 22 postgraduate programs. And we have 14 departments, which are research departments. We have programs under all the faculty of science, faculty of social sciences, faculty of arts, faculty of languages, then other special faculties too. And we are looking forward to a wonderful collaboration through this MOU with this great university. We have many clubs and many programs, and we have over 30 MOUs with different universities in Indonesia. I myself was a visiting professor to 4 universities in Indonesia, in Malang, in Tuban, in Bone, in yes. So I'm very happy to have this wonderful association so that we can have exchange of students, and also, if possible, international credit transfer. We had one during the COVID times with Tuban, Tuban University, and we are looking forward to such collaborations, especially collaborations in faculty exchange, collaboration, especially in international conferences, student exchange, and especially in research. We have now collaboration with many universities, and my good friend Andi Fran. We have come out with Scopus indexed papers together. So we are also interested in research collaborations with your university, and if possible, with the other universities. So I'm really happy to be here interacting with you. Thank you. Thank you very much. And I thank the rector, vice rector, deans, and all staff of the college for this great opportunity. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor, for the informative institutional introduction. And we now move to the signing of the Memorandum of Understanding. May I respectfully invite the authorized representative to begin the signing.
Enggak langsung tiga. Ya. Harus ngebuka sebenarnya background.
Thank you. Please hold up the signed document and show them to the camera for documentation.
Ini buka semua. Kasih dulu.
Oke. Nah, ini untuk di
3, 2,
One second.
Okay, thank you. 3, 2, 1.
Two.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you and congratulations
thank
on
you,
this
thank
meaningful international partnership.
Thank you.
For collaboration.
To celebrate this collaborative milestone, let us enjoy a creative dance performance presented by the Student Art Unit of Institut Ilmu Sosial dan Bisnis Andi Sapada. Please enjoy the performance. Wonderful performance. Thank you to our talented student. Ladies and gentlemen, before we closing opening ceremony session 1, let's take picture together. Slide 1, are you ready? Okay.
Ready.
3, 2, 1. Okay. We move to slide 2. 3, 2, 1. Cheese. Okay. The last one. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Cheese. Okay, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our opening ceremony session 1. Thank you for your participation and warm support. We will now continue to session 2, international speaker presentation, beginning with our first distinguished speaker from Sinop University. From Chris University. From Chris College, I'm sorry. Please stay with us. Thank you, and the next session will be handled by the moderator. The floor is yours.
On behalf of Sinop University, I would like to my experts. Can you hear me?
Yes, Professor.
Okay. On behalf of Sinop University, I would like to express my sincere gratitude for this wonderful event. Dear Rector, I hope the conference is a great success. Thank you for all.
Thank you. Thank you, my dear professor. Hopefully one
Thank
day
you,
we
Prof.
can visit university, inshallah. Thank you.
Teşekkür. Teşekkür.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much
Thank you. Thank you very much.
our Master
Thank
of
you all.
Ceremony.
Teşekkür ediyoruz değerli hocam. Sağ olun.
Thank you very much to our Master of Ceremony. Good afternoon, the Honorable Rectors, the Honorable Rector of Institut Ilmu Sosial dan Bisnis Andi Sapada, Profesor Dr. Baktiarti Jang, respected Vice Rector of Sinop University, Turkey, Professor Dr. Esra Bozkurt Altan, respected the Dean of Amity University of India, Professor Dr. Sholi Mukerji, respected Principal of Christ College, Irin Jalakuda, India, Associate Professor Dr. Jolie Andrews, the honored keynote speakers, my fellow colleagues, scholars, researchers, students, and participants from across the world. Welcome to Session 2, International Speaker Presentations of the International Webinar on Economics, Business, Education, Law, and Social Sciences, IWEBELSS 2026, hosted by Institut Ilmu Sosial dan Bisnis Andi Sapada, Indonesia. My name is Utari Rustam, and it is an honor for me to guide this session under our central theme, Digital Transformation, Sustainable Development, and Global Innovation in Economics, Business, Education, Law, and Social Sciences. We are deeply honored to host 5 internationally distinguished scholars from Turkey, India, Sri Lanka, and the Russian Federation. Let's begin with our first speaker, Associate Professor Dr. K.J. Fergizi. He is a senior academic from Christ College, Irin Jalakuda, Kerala, India. He is known for his extensive contributions to education, English studies, pedagogy, teacher development, and international academic leadership. Professor, allow me to inform that the time for presentation is maximum 25 minutes. After the presentation finished, we can accommodate 2 until 3 questions at the end of the session for 5 minutes. Professor, the screen is yours.
Hello, you can hear me?
Okay, now it's perfect. Now it's perfect, dear professor.
Yes. Hope you can hear me now. So, after a wonderful MOU signing ceremony, I would like to talk on this subject. I'm happy that I could meet you all and interact with you. So this is a time for us to ponder over, to think over the digital transformation of higher education. So I've prepared my slides in such a way that I address almost, it's a kind of introduction, being the first speaker. I'll be introducing digital transformation of higher education and what exactly are the benefits, how it goes, etc. So allow me to share my presentation. Hope you can see it now.
Yes, feasible, Prof. Feasible.
Yes. So this is about digital transformation of higher education. See, education, as we know all, is facilitating learning or the acquisition of knowledge, skills, values, and beliefs and habits. And digital transformation means transforming an organization's core business to better meet customer needs by leveraging technology and data. In education, the target customer is often students, though it could also be faculty, staff, alumni, and others. So this is a graphical representation of transition from physical to digital, from the old slates to the digital platform. So when we think of digital transformation, see, the transforming experience include recruiting students digitally using social media and text messaging, then allowing students to register via their mobile phones or scalable cloud-based student information systems, providing a variety of online learning options to students. And then working with faculty and programs to convert courses to flipped and blended models using technology to monitor student progress and success. Then partnering with industry to provide digital badges and certificates to enhance career opportunities. So here the capacity development of teachers and students in the use of ICT is a crucial aspect of digital education in 21st century. We all know that the capacity development, both of teachers and of students, and integrating ICT and AI in teaching and learning process can improve the quality of education and enhance student creativity and imagination. You know, gone are the days when we taught in a different way. See, when we were using little of technology, and even when the whole world was using technology, we teachers and to a certain extent students were a bit reluctant in incorporating the latest technologies, ICTs and AI in our teaching learning process. Then came COVID, as you know. And with the coming of COVID, as we all know, there was a huge transformation of education. See, as far as India is concerned, all educational agencies was trying to incorporate latest technologies into our teaching learning process, but the teachers and students were a bit reluctant. But COVID, I would say, is a blessing in disguise. I'm sure we lost a lot of lives, many lives, but even then, it helped us integrating technology to the maximum in our teaching learning process. When the whole world was shut down, we all know how we integrated technology to our teaching learning process. And teaching is often said to be reaching, and we could reach our students and transact our business. So when we speak of ICT, what exactly is ICT? information and communication technology. It is, in fact, IT is often an industrial term, whereas ICT is an educational term. And what exactly is ICT? ICT is transmitting information, storing information, creating, processing information, collaborating, communicating, displaying, receiving, and retrieving information through these kinds of latest technologies. So I repeat, ICT is transmitting, storing, creating, processing, collaborating, communicating, displaying, and receiving and retrieving information using all these different technologies. And I'm sure most of us know what these technologies are. And many of us use them in our teaching learning process. And when you say ICT in education, that's again interesting. The digital transformation of education. So when we consider education in a broad sense, it consists of teaching learning, it consists of assessment, it consists of professional development, and it consists of administration. And in teaching learning, there is content delivery and creating the content. We use the latest technologies, AI, and all these different information communication technologies, ICTs, for our teaching learning process, especially for content delivery and creating the content. Then as far as assessment, now we have a lot of computer, AI, and ICT adaptive tests. And you're familiar with all this. Then for professional development, see, I'm sitting in one corner of India, the southernmost state of India, Kerala, and addressing you. And we have people from Turkey, people from Russia, speaking to you, all because of the latest technologies. So professional development has become easier. We can have collaborative research. A lot of researchers are now done together. Then, of course, administration. I'm sure, say, administration in most of our colleges and universities are fully automated now. So this is how ICT has elevated, or the digital transformation has been effected. And now, what exactly this digital transformation means? And what are the educational implications of digital transformation? There are tremendous challenges to both teachers and students, but I would call these challenges opportunities. Opportunities to rethink our basic tenets, basic beliefs, basic concepts about teaching learning process, and to deploy latest technologies, ICTs and AI, in creative and productive ways for the benefit of our students and for the benefit of teaching learning process, and to restructure education to respond progressively and constructively to the social and technological changes. See, a lot of changes are happening, and we'll have to incorporate those changes in all the fields. Changes are there, and technology is being used effectively in almost all walks of life. So we need to use technology for the benefit of our students and the individual benefits to improve our professionally and academically. The best way to foster future flourishing education in the information era is to create environments and design experiences through which learners can practice the capacities, character, beliefs they need to be empowered, informed, and engaged citizens of the world today. So this creating environments and designing experience, the latest technologies can do wonders. And we experience it and we are using it. So here, see, as far as India is concerned, who led the digital transformation of education? I would say, yeah, of course, UGC is University Grants Commission, and MHRD is the Ministry for Human Resources, and we have a lot of educational agencies. But ultimately, it was COVID, which in fact brought the digital transformation of education. But it is going to stay. It is staying with us. Now, we use, at all levels, we use a lot of technology. And what are the things that we have to take into consideration when we use technology profusely in our teaching learning process? See, the influence of COVID, one more slide. See, it opened new avenues. It paved way for learning new resources. and it gave you opportunity to experience new technology interventions, enabling learning new skill sets, reinforcing the need for continuous learning, creating a totally new education vertical. These are the positive outlooks which was brought in by COVID, which is going to stay even in our post-COVID era. And what exactly is the impact of ICT or latest technologies in our teaching learning process? See, the ICT classrooms bringing about change in the way teachers teach and the students learn. And even the roles of both teachers and students have been changed when we compare it to the traditional classroom. The use of ICT instruction brings about changes. And what this shift of change of roles? See, earlier, in the traditional classroom, a teacher was a knowledge transmitter, the primary source of information. But in the ICT enabled, AI enabled era of education, teacher becomes a learning facilitator, a collaborator, a coach, a knowledge navigator, and a co-learner. That is in fact a big change from, teacher who often gives only knowledge transmitter. Which means it only often addresses the lower cognitive level of remember and understanding level to a facilitator, a collaborator, a coach, knowledge navigator, and a co-learner. Okay, dealing almost all cognitive levels, and also providing for the not only cognitive but also the psychomotor and the affective domains. Then teacher controlling, directing all as teacher-centered classrooms. Earlier it were all teacher-centered classrooms, but with the introduction of latest technologies, teacher giving students more options and responsibilities for their own learning. So students become self-regulated. Teachers become reflective teachers. Students become self-regulated, self-directed students. So a lot of responsibilities are shifted to students, which is very important. And the students should rise up to the occasion for that. See, so this is a paradigm shift from a teacher-centered classroom to a learner-centered classroom, where instructor is here, of course, plays a very important role in introducing all these latest technologies and their benefits, okay, to the students. And do you think that teachers can be replaced? No, I don't think the teacher can never be replaced. But there is a warning often comes. If a teacher is not equipped, if a teacher is not equipped with technology, he may be replaced by a teacher who is equipped with technology. That's a warning often it gives. And now, moving to the next. See, this would be the web access. See, when we attend a webinar, when we interact with latest technologies during the digital transformation period, see, we return home with new skill sets of 21st century, building a new paradigm. Then web access, creative and publishing, a lot of collaborative publishing is taking place. Then information management, thinking pedagogy, learning environment. So this would be something, a teacher who is equipped to teach this particular. And one very important thing, and even in the flipped classrooms, which are quite interesting and important, flipped classrooms, see, in the earlier period, we used to address often only the lower cognitive levels like remembering and understanding. But gone are those days. When we have the latest technologies, we are in a position and at the same time to address all cognitive levels, which often brings in OBE, as we say, outcome-based education, which is nowadays the catchword of the day, outcome-based education. So something which is very important. But when we think of this generally tools, it doesn't matter how many resources you have. If you don't know how to use them, it will never be enough. This is something very important. Okay, if you don't have enough resource, we have enough resources, but if you don't know use them, so we need to get trained, especially in the latest technologies, which will benefit our subjects. We have, as you said, low we have education, we have sciences, we have arts. So we should pick out the right choice, and we should be in a position to use them effectively in our teaching learning process. So using technology, using latest technology successfully in the classroom is only a mindset, not a skill set, I would say. Because but with the COVID and with the latest technologies and the Gen Z, new generation, see, now we are having a mindset. You use the latest technologies effectively. So the skill set will naturally follow. If you have the mindset, the skill set will naturally follow. So it is always interesting to note that successful implementation of digital transformation of education lies not in hardware or software, but in human way. Human way. And what is human way? Teachers' ability to plan, design, implement, and evaluate effective pedagogical use of new technologies. So, my dear educators, my dear learners, the successful implementation of digital transformation of education lies in human way, not in hardware or software, in human way. That is, the individual teacher's ability to plan, design, implement, and evaluate effective pedagogical uses of new technologies. And once when we use it, an individual teacher rises to that occasion, rises to that level, I'm sure that wonders will happen in the teaching of subjects, in learning, in mastering it. So, my dear friends, nowadays, see, one needs to concentrate on smart work rather than hard work. I'm sure you may be familiar with the story of this crow. Okay, in the earlier times, okay, a crow finding a pot of half-filled water, puts stones into it, the water level rises and it drinks. But now it's hard work. But now we have the latest technologies, AI. We have the ICTs, with which we can use smart work. So gone are the days of hard work, and this is a time for smart work. So wishing you all. So the best way to predict the future is to create it. So I hope those who are attending this wonderful conference will keep this in mind. The best way to predict the future is to create it through the latest technologies, through the digital transformation of education. Thank you very much. And I wish all of you smart teaching and smart learning. Dear friends, thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for the MOU signing. Thank you for the collaboration. And thank you. Bye.
Much appreciate, Professor, for the insightful presentations. Now we move on to the question and answer session, where participants are invited to address questions or giving comments related to today's discussions. For participants who wish to address questions, please kindly use the raise hand feature, or you can type your question in the Zoom chat box. To ensure we can accommodate several participants, 2 until 3 questions, but each question should be limited to one concise question. Okay.
Somebody has raised the hand.
Okay. Now we have one participant raising hand. Let me kindly invite Tasya Juvita from Indonesia, I guess. Please unmute your microphone and deliver your question briefly.
Okay, test. Can you hear my voice?
Yes.
Yes, dear.
Okay, so thank you so much for the opportunity. So, my question is, how can universities ensure that digital transformation improves learning quality and not just technology use?
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
That's a wonderful question. So not just technology use, but there should be some value addition. That's what I understand. So instead of using blackboard, if you use smartboard, say naturally things becomes easy for both students and teachers. But more than that, what is the value addition? And one thing is, you have what do you call? Now you can in a way, using technology, you can bring the classes maybe of Oxford, Cambridge professors to the classroom. I'm sure that such podcasts are nowadays very common. So we should use technology not in order to make things easier. Yeah, that's always nice. More than making things easier, there should be a value addition. There should be an enhancement of quality. And I think if every teacher can assure that to their students and for their professional development, I'm sure it's all possible. Okay, and for that, we can use the websites and AI to a certain extent, and then see our visibility and reachability increases with the technology use. So if you can incorporate all this, and especially another one is flipped classrooms, for example. Flipped classrooms are in a way very useful in incorporating or adding value to our teaching learning process. So if you concentrate on all that, okay, flipped classrooms, maybe the lower cognitive levels can be addressed online. And whenever students come to the class, you can indulge in the higher cognitive levels. So it makes also the work easy. But more than making the work easy, if you can add value addition through these methods and tests, for example, instead of paper pencil test, you can have computer adaptive AI enabled test, which will in fact give you exactly what and who are the best. Okay, so incorporating all these technologies, I think there can be a value addition in our teaching learning process. Okay, thank you. Hope I answered your question.
I believe it has clearly answered the question, Professor. Thank you very much for your insightful response. And I do appreciate the idea you brought just now. It's not about hardware, software, but humanware. Thank you very much, Professor.
Thank you.
For sharing your expertise with us. We do appreciate your time and presentation.
Thank you.
And let's everybody give applause for the first speaker, Associate Professor Dr. Fergizi.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now it's time to move to the second speaker, our professor, Dr. Gul Eric Bam, the Dean of the Tourism Faculty at Sinop University, Turkey. Professor Bayram is widely recognized for her leadership in tourism studies, international education, destination sustainability, and strategic academic collaboration across Europe and Asia. Professor, let us inform that the time for presentation is maximum 25 minutes. Then after the presentation finished, we will invite 2 until 3 questioners. And then at the end of the presentation, you will have time to respond it for maximum 5 minutes. Professor, the screen is yours.
Esselamun Aleyküm to all my dear brothers and sisters. I'm so honored and grateful to being invited by such an important conference, and especially my special thanks to Professor Andi Asrifan for honorable invitation and great hospitality. I would like to share my screen and PPT. I hope you can see well.
Yes, perfect, my dear. Visible.
Okay, thank you so much. I would like to choose a topic related to conference also. You know that artificial intelligence and integrating business and management issues are so valuable for us. And by the way, sustainable growth and innovation strategies to achieve this goal is must, I think. I am a new professor of my university, and also I am the dean and international office coordinator. And maybe we can start with the definition of importance and sustainable innovation. From the holistic approach to innovation, sustainable innovation integrate environmental, social, and economic consideration, ensuring that new developments do not compromise future generations' ability to meet their needs. And when we wish to align with the global goals, it can be achieved by focusing on sustainable innovation. And also during this time, organizations can align their strategies with global initiatives such as United Nations Development Goals, enhancing their contributions to well-being and environmental protection. In the long-term strategy planning, we have to emphasize sustainable and innovation, and it encourage organizations to adopt long-term strategies that prioritize resilience, adaptability, and enabling them navigate market change and social expectations. We have some key characteristics of sustainable innovation, and these are triple bottom line focus and resource optimization strategies. Emphasizing efficient use of resources, sustainable innovations aims to minimize waste and environmental impact, often employing life cycle assessment to enhance product sustainability and reduce operational costs. The role of innovation managers in sustainability related with mostly strategic integration of sustainability. Innovation managers must embed sustainability into core business strategies, ensuring that environmental considerations are prioritized throughout the innovation lifecycle from concept to market introduction. Effective innovation for sustainability relies on collaboration with diverse stakeholders, enabling innovation managers to harness collective insights and foster a shared commitment to sustainable practices. Establishing robust metric for sustainable outcomes is essential for us, since innovation managers should develop KPI that track progress and transparently communicate results to stakeholders, reinforcing accountability. We have some example of sustainable innovation in practice. Sustainable innovation are being implemented across various sectors, including aerospace, healthcare, consumer goods, and potential to address environmental challenges while enhancing operational efficiency and social equity. We have to align to innovation issues with CDG. Firstly, innovations serve as a crucial driver for achieving CDG by enabling the development of solutions that address pressing global challenges such as climate change, inequality, while fostering economic growth and social inclusion. Organization must implement robust metrics to evaluate the effectiveness of their innovation in relation to the CDG by ensuring the accountability and transparency in their contribution to sustainable development goals. And finally, collaboration systems for change, building partnership across sectors, government, private and civil society, enhances the capacity for innovation, allowing for shared resources and knowledge that can accelerate progress toward the CDG. We can also integrate sustainability our business models. Business must ensure that their sustainability initiatives align with their core values and mission. Their alignment fosters authenticity, enhances brand loyalty, and attract consumers who prioritize ethical practices, ultimately leading to a stronger market position and long-term success in a competitive landscape. Embracing sustainability can drive innovation, leading to the development of new products and services that meet evolving consumer demands. Companies that leverage sustainable practices not only differentiate themselves but also create new market opportunities, enhancing their resilience against economic fluctuations and regulatory changes. Successful case studies shows that integrating sustainability into core business strategies not only enhances competitive advantage, but also fosters innovation, reduces operational risk, and aligns with consumer expectation for responsible corporate behavior. Cultivating a culture of innovation and sustainability requires embedding these values into organizational DNA and ensuring that every employee understands their role in driving sustainable practices and innovative solutions aligned with company's mission and long-term project. We have some strategies for encouraging employee engagement, like inclusive leadership practices, recognition of individual contribution, and feedback-driven culture. Also, it is so useful to collaborate with different departments for innovation, like leveraging diverse expertise, and we can use that engage multiple departments, allow organization to harness a wide range of skill and knowledge, leading to innovative solutions that address complex sustainability challenges effectively and comprehensively. We can build interdepartmental trust, like establishing strong relationship among departments, foster a culture of trust, encouraging open communication and collaboration, which are essential for successful innovation and problem-solving initiatives. And we have some tools and frameworks for sustainable innovation management. Organizations should adopt a variety of tools such as design thinking and lean up startup methodologies to systematically incorporate sustainability into their innovation process. Their integration ensures that sustainability is not an afterthought but a fundamental aspect of a product and service development, enhancing overall impact. Utilizing strategic frameworks like the triple bottom line and circular economy can guide organizations in evaluating their innovations, economic, social, and environmental impacts. We have some emerging technologies and their impact on sustainability, like EL for predictive sustainability and blockchain for transparency. EL enhances sustainability by analyzing vast data sets to predict resource needs, optimize supply chains, and reduce waste, ultimately leading to a more efficient operations and lower environmental impact. The role of circular economy in innovation, it encourages organizations to innovate by adopting transformative business models that prioritize resources regeneration and leading to enhance sustainability and competitive advantage. through practices such as product as a service and collaborative consumption. Navigating technological complexity, organization must strategically invest in emerging technologies that facilitate sustainable practices while managing the associated costs and complexities. This requires a comprehensive understanding of how these technologies can be integrated into existing systems to enhance efficiency and reduce environmental impact. And by the way, we can leverage collaborative networks like building partnership across some sectors can unlock innovative solutions to sustainability challenges. By fostering collaboration with stakeholders, including NGOs and academic institutions, organizations can share resources, knowledge, and best practices, driving impactful innovations that align with social expectations and regulatory requirements. I would like to fast these topics: artificial intelligence, understanding EL and its component in its business. EL enhances decision-making by providing real-time analysis, enabling business to identify trends and make informed choices that align with market demands and customer needs. By automating repetitive tasks, EL allows organizations to streamline operations, reduce human error, and allocate resources more effectively towards strategic initiatives. And EL technologies such as chatbots facilitate personalized interactions and improving customer satisfaction and loyalty through timely support and tailored experiences. We have some key technologies like machine learning applications, natural language process benefits, and robotic process automation impacts. RPE automates repetitive tasks, reducing human error and increasing productivity, allowing employees to focus on strategic initiatives, thus streamlining operations and enhancing overall business performances. There are some current trends in EL adaptation to business process. Firstly, organizations are significantly increasing their investments in EL technologies, recognizing their potential to drive innovation and improve operational efficiency across various sectors, thereby enhancing competitive advantage in a data-driven market. Businesses are leveraging EL tools like chatbots and personalized recommendation systems and improve customer interaction, leading to higher satisfaction and loyalty through tailored experiences based on data-driven insights. And finally, there is a growing emphasis on the responsible implementation of EL, with the organization developing frameworks to address issues of bias, privacy, and transparency, ensuring alignment with social values and fostering trust EL initiatives. There are some benefits of EL for business management, like in data-driven decision-making, cost efficiency through automation, and personalized customer interactions. EL technologies facilitate tailored customer experiences through data analysis, improving engagement and satisfaction by delivering relevant recommendation and support based on individual preferences. Numerous organizations across various sectors have successfully integrated EL technologies, leading to enhanced operational efficiency, improved customer experiences, and significant cost saving, showcasing the transformative potential of EL in modern business practices. In the feature EL for business management, we can see feature EL system will leverage advanced predictive analytics to anticipate market shifts and consumer behavior, enabling business to make productive adjustment and stay ahead of competitors. And secondly, enhanced EL tools will provide sophisticated decision support systems, integrating data from various sources and offering actionable insights that drive strategic planning and operational efficiency. For the strategic planning, we need data-driven insights, and this comes with utilizing data-driven insights allow organization to establish robust framework for decision-making, where strategies are formulated based on quantitative analysis rather than intuition, leading to more reliable outcomes and enhanced adaptability in dynamic market conditions. Assessing organization and readiness for EL comes with infrastructure evaluation importance and cultural adaptation necessity, fostering an organizational culture that embraces innovation and collaboration is essential for successful integration. Leadership support in interdepartmental communication and a willingness to experiment are key factors that influence the organization's ability to adapt to EL technologies and drive sustainable growth. Developing EL integration roadmaps establish clear, measurable goals that align with initiatives with overall business objective, ensuring EL stakeholders understand the expected outcomes and benefits of EL integration. Conduct a comprehensive evaluation of technological infrastructure, organizational culture, and workforce skill to identify gaps and prepare for successful EL adaptation. Develop a phased implementation plan that includes technology selection, cross-functional collaboration, and pilot project to facilitate gradual integration and minimize duplication. Organizations must ensure that their EL investments are strategically aligned with business goals, and by conducting thorough assessment of current capabilities, identifying specific areas where EL can drive value, and establishing clear metrics for success that reflects both operational and strategic issues. Anticipating market trends related with strategic market adaptation and data-driven forecasting. EL tools for improved decision-making related with a real-time data visualization. EL tools provide dynamic dashboard to visualize key performance indicators and metrics in real time. EL data-driven analytics for informed decision provides a robust framework for organization to systematically analyze complex data sets, enabling the identification of key performance indicators and trends that inform strategic decision. Predictive analytics and forecasting important for data quality. Automating routine decision with EL related with streamlined operational process, real-time data analytics, and scalability of decision making. The integration of EL in decision-making process across various sectors such as healthcare, retail, logistics, entertainment showcases its versatility and effectiveness in enhancing operational efficiency and improving customer engagement and driving strategic innovation and ultimately leading to sustainable competitive advantages. Implementing EL automation not only reduces the spend on repetitive tasks, but also optimizes overall work by integrating intelligent systems that adapt to the changing operational needs. EL technologies significantly improve accuracy in data handling and decision-making process by automating tasks that are prone to human error, such as data entry and analysis. We have some chatbots and virtual assistant help us enhance customer interaction, personalized service delivery, and operational cost reduction. The impact of automation on productivity is efficient through intelligent system. In real-world examples used for EL decision-making, retail personalization strategies, fraud detection mechanisms, and predictive maintenance in manufacturing. And EL can be used as a catalyst for new business models. And also EL can enhance customer experience, like personalized user journeys, proactive customer support, and seamless multi-channel integration. And we can leverage EL for product development, like EL design innovation, efficiency in prototyping, and data-enhanced market insights. When we comes with the human-machine partnership, it related with synergy of strength, dynamic collaboration models, and cultural acceptance of trust. And ethical consideration of EL implementation is so important. Organization must implement strengthened data protection measures to safeguard personal information, ensuring compliance with regulation like GDPR, while fostering trust among users through transparent data handling practices. There are some risks of EL, and we have to take action for this: proactive risk identification, automated risk reporting, and continuous risk monitoring. With EL, organization can implement continuous monitoring of risk factors, enabling them to adapt quickly to changes into risk and maintain a proactive sentence and strategies. And there are some algorithms for market and customer insights, like data-driven market, personalized customer, and real-time analysis. Strategies for successful integration: engage stakeholders early, establish measurable some issues, and it's learning approach. EL role in
Professor.
Yes, please.
Pardon me, Professor. We have 4 minutes
Okay.
left for the presentation.
Okay, I will finish.
Great.
And finally, EL role in sustainable business practices comes with EL-driven energy efficiency, circular economy innovation, and sustainable reporting automation. Thank you so much for listening to me. I hope you like my topic and presentation. If you would like to contact with me, you can send me email or via social media. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Professor, for sharing the wonderful
welcome.
presentation. We now move to the question and answer session, and it's going to be limited to only one question. So if the participant would like to address a question, please kindly use the raise hand feature, or you can type your question in the Zoom chat box. Raise hand. Yeah. Now we have one participant who will address the question. Allow me to kindly invite Dwi Hermawan from Indonesia to unmute the microphone and deliver the question.
Okay, first of all, thank you for the insightful presentation. My name is Dwi, and I'm a management student from Indonesia. So my question is, how can small business with limited resources start integrating artificial intelligence into their business management? Thank you.
Sorry, can I repeat your question again, please?
Okay. How can small business with limited resources start integrating artificial intelligence into their business management?
Okay. Thank you so much for your kind question. I think it is an important issue for many small business. My another research interest is entrepreneurship, and you know that one of the biggest portion of the small business is women entrepreneurs. So sometimes I have confusion in how can women cope with these issues since they have limited resources, economic resources, and also during this time, what is the solution of them? One of the suggestion of me, I think, to achieve some gains and products and profits of the governmental gains. There are some governmental foundation and banks for these issues, especially small management. So I would like to suggest, firstly, we have to search and we have to analyze what is our benefits and what is our opportunities when we enter to markets as a small business. Since I think many of us don't have any idea regarding some gains and some profits only belongs to small enterprises. So firstly, we have to search this, and especially during the EL era, many funds gives us many opportunities, economical opportunities, if we wish to use these parts. Secondly, also there are some foundation supports small and medium-sized enterprises and management entering and also enabling EL issues. We can name digital ability. They can learn and they can give sample usement for the small business. So I would like to kindly suggest many small business to search regarding governmental foundation organizations. They have many opportunities like this, and also European Union and United Nations gives us different opportunities when we make a project and when we gain acceptance. They gives us a high amount of payment regarding entering the job and like this process. Thank you so much for your question.
Thank you, Professor, for the response. I believe your answer has provided clear clarification for the participant. Allow me to add one more question. There is one question sent in the chat box by Hiskia Elisa Sutarno. Professor, I would like to ask, in your opinion, which is more important, tools or frameworks? Why?
Yes. Frameworks is important to start the jobs, but when we entering the jobs in practical, tools comes important. So we have to understand and we have to have ability to achieve our frameworks. But I think tools always important for many parts of business process. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Professor, for sharing your expertise with us. I invite all the participants to give a big applause for our professor.
Thank you.
On behalf of the committee, we would like to express our sincere gratitude for your insight. Then, if you need to leave due to other activities, please feel free to do so. Thank you once again for your participation.
Thank you.
Now, let's move to the next speaker, Professor Dr. Sholi Mukerji, our third distinguished speaker, the Dean of Amity University, Kolkata, India. Professor Mukerji is internationally respected for her work in leadership, management, education, interdisciplinary innovation, and institutional development in global higher education systems. Professor, allow me to inform that the time for presentation is maximum 25 minutes. After the presentation finished, we can accommodate maximum 2 questions at the end of the presentation. You will have more time to respond at the end of the session. So, Professor, the screen is yours.
Thank you so much. And right at the very outset, I would like to convey my gratitude to the organizing committee for coming up with such a wonderful initiative covering so many disciplines, because I believe that this is in itself an interdisciplinary platform, and it suits the title and the theme of the webinar today. I would also like to state that I'll definitely keep my presentation very brief and concise and to the point in respect of the time. A very, very good afternoon, a very happy afternoon to all the distinguished dignitaries present today on this particular platform, respected colleagues, and all the global participants. It is definitely a privilege for me to address this esteemed gathering today on a theme that sits at the intersection of transformation and responsibility. Digital transformation, sustainable development, law, and global innovation across economics, business education, and the social sciences. Today, we are definitely not here merely to discuss the change. We are in fact living through one of the most defining transitions of the human history. We are in an era where boundaries are increasingly getting dissolved between disciplines, geographies, and even realities. Digital transformation is definitely no longer confined to technology. It is deeply embedded in how economics function, how education is delivered, and how laws are framed, and how societies evolve as a process. But transformation without any clear-cut direction can be extremely disruptive. So the central question for all of us today is, are we building a digitally advanced world or a digitally equitable one? That is, I think, the central question facing all of us today. Because advancement without inclusion is definitely not progress. It is massive imbalance. Digital technologies like AI, big data, blockchain, and automation are reshaping industries at an unprecedented rate. Businesses are becoming platform-driven, education is becoming borderless, economies are becoming data-centric. However, alongside these advancements, we are also witnessing digital divides, data privacy concerns, algorithmic biases, and job displacements. This duality actually defines our present era. Digital transformation must therefore shift from being technology-centric to human-centric. It must answer the basic questions as to who benefits, who is left behind, and how do we ensure equitable access for all. The United Nations Sustainable Development Goals remind all of us that development must be inclusive, it must be equitable, and it must be environmentally conscious. Digital transformation can definitely accelerate sustainability. Smart technologies in agriculture are improving food security. Digital healthcare is expanding access in remote areas. Online education is democratizing education and learning at an increasingly evolving pace. But at the same time, can we deny that e-waste is increasing? Energy consumption of data centers is rising, and digital access remains largely unequal. So sustainability in the digital age is definitely not automatic. It must be intentionally designed. We must move from digital growth to sustainable digital growth. Often, we have seen that innovation and regulation are seen as opposing forces. But in reality, law is what gives innovation legitimacy and longevity. In a rapidly digitizing world, legal frameworks must address the critical issues such as data protection and privacy, cybersecurity, intellectual property in digital spaces, and ethical AI governance. The challenge is that technology evolves faster than any policy. Therefore, we definitely need adaptive regulatory frameworks, global cooperation in digital governance, and ethics embedded in legal structures. Law must not slow innovation, but guide it responsibly. Economies today are being reshaped by digital ecosystems. We are seeing gig economies replacing traditional employment, digital currencies redefining financial systems, and AI influencing major decision making. This demands a major shift in economic thinking as well. From ownership to access, from stability to agility, and from profit only to purpose-driven models. The future economy will definitely not be defined by size, but by adaptability and innovation capacity. Perhaps the most critical transformation is in education, because it shapes every other sector. Business and professional education must now prepare the learners and the students for jobs that do not yet exist, for technologies that are still evolving and will continue to evolve, and problems that are not yet fully defined. Leave aside the solutions. Even the problems have not yet been defined properly. So it's still evolving. So we are actually preparing our students and learners as well as ourselves for a continuously evolving world. This definitely means moving beyond rote learning, integrating interdisciplinary thinking, embedding digital literacy and ethical reasoning, and encouraging innovation, entrepreneurship, adaptability, flexibility, and resilience. Classrooms must definitely become labs of experimentation, spaces of deep collaboration, and hubs of global thinking. we must ask ourselves, are we preparing students for exams or are we preparing them for life? We are definitely committed to prepare our learners for life, because I think it's high time that we all have realized the basic fact that the entire world is actually about learning, unlearning, and relearning, and it is a continuous process. So academicians and people, those who are in the education sector, they must realize and they must implement and they must live a kind of a life which is continuously evolving, full of continuous learning, unlearning, and relearning. Amidst all technological advancements, one discipline remains our major compass, and that is the social sciences. Because technology does not exist in isolation. It interacts with culture, identity, power structures, and social inequalities. We know that AI systems may reinforce biases if not critically examined. Digital platforms can amplify misinformation, and access to technology often reflects socioeconomic divides. We all know this. Therefore, social sciences actually help us ask, what is the human impact? Who is marginalized? And what ethical boundaries must we maintain? Digital transformation without social understanding is definitely incomplete and imbalanced. No nation, institution, or discipline can navigate this transformation alone. It requires an interdisciplinary, multidisciplinary, and collaborative forum and platform and approach and way of thinking. Global challenges require not local solutions, but global solutions. We must foster cross-border academic collaborations, industry-academia partnerships, knowledge exchange platforms, because innovation today is not about competition. It is definitely about collaboration, cooperation, and co-creation. The most impactful solutions can only emerge when technology meets policy, education meets industry, and local insights meet global perspectives. So amidst all these challenges, and particularly in this volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous world, what is the way forward for all of us? As educators, policymakers, and thought leaders, our role is not just to adapt to change, but to intentionally shape the change. We must design inclusive digital ecosystems, advocate for ethical innovation, prepare future-ready learners, and build sustainable and equitable systems. And most importantly, we must ensure that technology remains a tool for empowerment, not exclusion. In conclusion, let us all remember that the future will not be defined by how advanced our technologies become, but by how wisely we choose to use them. Digital transformation cannot be denied or avoided. It is inevitable. Sustainability is essential. Law is foundational, and innovation is powerful. But human values, above all, must remain at the core of it all. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Professor, for the wonderful presentation. Now we have to move on to the question and answer session. So We have one question in the chat box, but we still open opportunity for the participants to use the raise hand feature if you still have question. Let me move to the first question, Professor, from Abian Irsyad Binshan. The question is, how can institutions in less developed region overcome technological barriers to participate in global networks?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for this very, very relevant question, that how can less developed regions overcome technological barriers to participate in global networks? I believe today we live in a globally interconnected world, and to participate or to be a part of a global network does not actually require rocket science, does not require global mobility, physical mobility. That is what I mean. So a lot of initiatives like global classroom initiatives, COIL projects, and a lot of strategies which are a part of internationalization at home strategies can actually give a lot of students in the entire institution an opportunity to participate in the global networks. Even deep connection, deep collaboration between universities and between the faculty members, among the faculty members, among the student communities of a number of universities can also give us multiple perspectives and can actually open our mind completely to a new dimension. And I don't see technology is any kind of hindrance, even in a less developed region, because that is the question. Even in a less developed region, I believe that each and everyone must be having a smartphone. So you do not need advanced technologies. You can actually use the device that you have, that you are using for everyday purpose, for everyday needs and things like that. That is enough in order to create meaningful connection and collaboration. Because when you have this shift here, I don't think that any kind of barriers can actually exist when you want to collaborate and when you want to advance further. Hope I have answered the question.
I believe the answer has provided broader academic perspective for us, Professor. I would like to invite.
Thank you, Prof.
I would like to invite all participants to give a big applause for our professor. Thank you very much for sharing your expertise with us. And if you have other commitments, please feel free to leave the session. We truly appreciate your time and contribution. Thank you, Professor.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And I wish the webinar a great success. Thank you.
Much appreciated. Now we will move to the next speaker, Dr. Ventiran Vivekanantarasa, our fourth speaker, an accomplished scholar from the Faculty of Education, the Open University of Sri Lanka. His scholarly work focuses on educational innovation, digital pedagogy, teacher education, and inclusive learning transformation in higher education. Sir, allow me to inform you that the time for presentation is maximum 25 minutes. And at the end of the presentation, we will have 5 minutes for question and answer session.
Yeah, yes, good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. Yes,
Good afternoon, sir.
from various part of the country. So sometime maybe good morning to some of you. So different countries we are joining. So thank you very much for inviting me this international webinar. First of all, I would like to thank my respected sir, Professor Andi Shafran. So he is one of the person he invited me, and so he is like one of my important and very helping person to in my academic career also. Thank you, sir, and thank you, everyone. So with that, I just, because I have some limited time, just 5 minutes. So within 5 minutes, I just want to share some ideas that I have. So, I have planned to discuss with you all. So it may be, you don't need to worry, it may be around 5 minutes. So no, can you see my slide? No. Is it okay? Is it visible? Okay. Yeah, I will make it a slide. So just 1 minute. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So the idea I'm going to discuss with you all today, I think we all are talking about this new technology and the artificial intelligence because that is very important at the time we are living. So now we are doing everything with the support of new technology. That's why all the all the eminent speakers here, those who already did the their speech or their address, and even the next person is going to come. He's also one of my respected person. So we all are doing this our idea, and we are sharing the information based on this new technology and the artificial intelligence, because that's very important at the time that we are living. Right. Okay. With that, this is about me. I am from the Open University of Sri Lanka. I'm a senior academic, and I'm working with the different, international universities, and in Indonesia, I'm working with the many universities and many people who are helping me a lot. That's about a brief introduction about me. Right. With that, definitely my presentation will go with the concept of new technology. What does it mean by new technology? And what are the, yes, before that, I just want to highlight something, I just forgot to tell in what topic I am going to share my information. That's definitely about, leveraging new technology in shaping education system more quality. So I'm going to connect with the two dimensions, like new technology and the quality education, how new technology helps for the development of quality education. So with that, the outline of the presentation will go on with the understanding of new technology and what are the new technology that people are using now in different forms or in different sectors and the different developments. So finally, I will conclude my presentation how new technology helps for quality education. So I just want to start my presentation with a saying of George Corus. What George Corus mentioned once, technology will not replace great teachers, but in the hands of great teachers, technology can be transformational. So teachers are very important. So we cannot replace teachers by the use of technology. But when the teachers use technology, or when they apply technology in their teaching and learning, or maybe in any types of activities, definitely that will be more effective and efficient. That's the meaning of this quotation. So with that, we are living in the fifth industrial revolution. The time now we are living in the fifth industrial revolution, which is known as Industry 5.0. So the Industry 5.0 is mainly connected with three main ideas. So those ideas are sustainability, human-centric, and resilience. These three ideas are definitely helping the education system to go forward with the helping hands of new technology. Right. So, moreover, the new technological transformation in industrial revolution is progressively moving forward with the new innovation and the new ideas. For example, in 2025, the time that now we are living, maybe in 2025 or 2026, that's something about the collaboration and the automation in the field of education. So with the support of new technology, that is the main point of this new technology transformation in the field of education. presently. Right. Now I come to the point, what does it mean by quality education? This is very important. We should know what does it mean quality education. So sometimes without knowing the definition or without knowing the correct ideas of this quality education, we just want to improve the education system, but it definitely, it will definitely end up in failure or maybe not succeeding process. So quality education is it is a bridge to a sustainable development. So quality education and the sustainable development are interconnected. So how we are going to reach the sustainable development through the concept of quality education? So when we make the education system more quality. So quality education is something connected with different concepts like in the field of education, learning environment, content, and process, how we are teaching to the students, and the outcomes, what type of outcomes we are receiving and the learners. So these are the main concept of quality education. So you all know this. I don't need to tell about this. You might have heard about this, and now we are working and we are moving forward with this quality education sustainable development goal number 4. So we have to reach this goal before 2030, but the time we are living is differently going, and we are facing so many difficulties. So let's see how we are going to reach this concept. And at the end of the year 2030, it will be monitored and it will be measured. The concept has been reached out or not. Right. The quality education sustainable development goal number 4. That's about ensuring inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all. So this is very important. That's why I choose this topic also, with emphasizing the concept quality education. Right. Now I come to the point, new technology. What does it mean by new technology? That simply we can know the new ideas. Sometimes, people understand the new technology only depends on the tools and the equipment. It's not only tools and equipment, the ideas and the skills, new thinking capacities, everything is coming under the new technologies. So that's about something new technology. You can read this definition also. New technology refers to innovation or advancement in tools, systems, devices, process, so that are recently developed or introduced. Right. So that is the definition for the concept new technology. So according to Dr. Michael Crow, he was the president of Arizona State University. What he mentioned once, artificial intelligence and digital platforms are transforming the way we engage with students, making interaction more personalized and responsive to their individual needs, ultimately enhancing their educational journey. So this is a very clear example how new technology in the name of artificial intelligence helps for the development of education, especially to make education system more quality in line with the sustainable development goal number 4, quality education. Right. The role of digital technology in education, connects with various advantages, but I have highlighted here. So the few advantages, I mean the few concepts, like for example, improved learning exposure. The new technology helps in the field of education for new learning exposure, and also better training and evaluation. Right, we can make we can do better training process and the evaluation, and also preparing students and for an advanced future, or how we are going to make our future generation towards the advancement of the future, or to the different times that we are going to have. We can't predict how the after 10 years how the world will be, and what are the changes in the world. That's something unpredictable. So based on that, we are preparing our students with the support of these new technologies. Then finally, fostering inclusivity and accessibility. This is also one of the main concept of new technology in the field of education. So there's some examples of new technologies, So we are using different technologies, but anyways, there are some examples, The artificial intelligence is one of the main new technology that we are using. With that, IoT, Internet of Things and blockchain and cryptocurrencies, biotechnology, genomics, quantum computing. So there are different types, but I have highlighted only few. You can read further if you want it, right? So with that, I come to the point, artificial intelligence. That's very important technological concept that we are using for the development of education system, right? So what does it mean by artificial intelligence? According to UNICEF defined the concept artificial intelligence, machine-based system guided by human-defined objectives that predict or provide recommendation and make decision impacting real or virtual environment. So that is the definition for artificial intelligence. It's a replacement of human, but everything cannot be replaced. Earlier I told you the teachers. So teachers cannot be replaced by new technology, but in the hands of great teachers, new technology will be and the process will be more transformational, right? So artificial intelligence is something, it's responsive and decisive and adaptive or independent. So that is definitely helping for the development of education system, and it's a part of education progress. Right. So what are the goals of artificial intelligence? Simply, you can read that there are different goals, but here mainly we can say artificial intelligence helps for creativity and continuous learning process and encourage social intelligence. That's very important. Artificial intelligence helps for the social intelligence, how the intelligence can be developed among the society, and also solving ability, problem solving ability. So these are some goals of artificial intelligence in line with the new technology with artificial intelligence concept. Now there are three types of artificial intelligence, mainly three types, but you can find different types of artificial intelligence. But so mainly there are three types of artificial intelligence. So artificial narrow intelligence, artificial general intelligence, that is called by generative AI, artificial general intelligence. So, and artificial super intelligence. These are the main three types. So, I have given the definition and the small introduction for each definition here. Simply, I can say artificial narrow intelligence is also called weak artificial intelligence. I think you mean this is a base form of artificial intelligence. This type of artificial intelligence is mainly used to complete specific jobs without learning beyond what it is meant for, right? So something without knowing or without getting proper idea, we are using the technology. That is something related with artificial narrow intelligence. It was firstly introduced the concept of artificial intelligence. The second type is generative AI, which is known as artificial general intelligence. This is mostly used artificial intelligence types by all people in the world. This second type, this type of artificial intelligence includes additional strategies and steps from narrow artificial intelligence. The computer system that we are using is a clear example for this. All the computer technologies and computer related ideas that we are using is something related with this artificial general intelligence, generative AI. The final one, the third one is artificial super intelligence. This is very important. This is mostly this is not by used by all people. Some developed countries are using this type of artificial intelligence for their development, for their security, for their some infrastructure development. So in certain, like the countries China, Japan, or maybe USA, United States of America, like some developing countries are using this type of artificial intelligence, right? But this type of artificial intelligence has, disadvantages, and it is very dangerous to the human. And, when we use this type of artificial intelligence, we have to be careful. That's one thing, right? Competency underlying artificial intelligence system design. So how we incorporate the concept artificial intelligence in the field of education system, or we can say any type of the field or ideas. First, we understand the concept and we just try to apply the concept or idea. Finally, we create the new things. So understanding, applying, and creating, these are the three main stages or the steps that we are, incorporating the artificial intelligence concept in the field of education or any other field. Right. So artificial intelligence is revolutionizing education system in the way of supporting for special education and smart content creation, personalized learning, automated grading, and personalized feedback learned through gamification. So these are the some things I highlighted. And furthermore, new technology for quality education, something related with definitely it is connected with the artificial intelligence and how it helps for assessment process, teaching, learning. When you, for example, when you think about this teaching process, there are different concepts under the teaching concept, learning analytics and knowledge dimensions. So if you move to the assessment part, how we are giving the feedback and course assessment for the students. These all concepts are connected with new technology, especially with the application or with the adaptation of artificial intelligence. Especially, I want to tell here, generative AI, generative artificial intelligence. Right. So, artificial intelligence in higher education or maybe in the field of education is connected with various, attributes or maybe various advantages like promoting collaboration, personalized learning, customized learning and teaching, increase accessibility and inclusivity. So these are the some advantages, right? The purpose of new technology in education, that is definitely that is decided by the time that we are living. Now, I told you we are living in the industrial 5.0 revolution time, that industrial revolution 5.0, that times makes our education system to adapt more new technological idea to develop the education system for the future generation, right? So we are using different new technology in the field of education, classical machine learning, that is one, using models, algorithms and analyze data sets and identify patterns. That's one type of new technology we are using in the field of education. And the deep learning, so deep learning is one concept that is connected with the new technology in the teaching learning process or maybe in the education section, right? Computer-based ideas, I told you, all the computer-related ideas, strategies, and the techniques we are using is also one of the artificial intelligence concept that helps to develop the education system at the present time, right? This generative AI, I told you that that's a very important concept, generative AI. That's a certain type of artificial intelligence. So this type of artificial intelligence is integrated with language AI, also known as natural language processing, NLP, which allows it to process and understand human language, how we understand the human language. When used together, when we use this generative AI, we can get more advantages and we can make our education system more quality and more effective, right? So, artificial intelligence is something in the name of new technology. It helps to develop global citizenship skills and innovation and creativity skill, technological skill, interpersonal skills, and personalized and self-paced learning. And likewise, there are many advantages in the use of artificial intelligence in the field of education. So this is my takeaway message or takeaway point. So artificial intelligence is in education transforming the way that we learn, right? So and also the transforming the way that we teach to the students. So that is the use of new technology in the field of education. Definitely, it will help to make our education system more quality, and also it will make our future generation, our future students to face the challenges and to become a good citizen of the world in the near future. And also, I'm again highlighting some advantages of this new technology in the field of education. personalized learning, interactive learning, and availability, flexibility, providing immersive learning capacities, and enhancing learning efficiency. These are some advantages of artificial intelligence, or you can say new technology in the quality education. Yes, there are two sides for a coin. So like we have advantages, there are some disadvantages. So we have to face the disadvantages or the challenges. So we have to manipulate the challenges very carefully. If not, the purpose of our education system or the purpose of quality education will go in danger. That's very important. So what are the challenges that we are getting when we adopt new technology in the field of education? So something in relation with reliability. Reliability is questionable or doubtful. We cannot be reliable on this new technology. The second thing is privacy. Privacy is not, this is not something we can say everyone. We can tell all the people about our privacy or the privacy of one institution or universities. So privacy also now questionable in the field of when we use new technology in the field of education. And evaluation and the feedback also is not something successful when we use new technology, not like the traditional way of evaluation and the feedback. And finally, existing with the connecting with the existing system. So when we use new technology, the existing system of developing countries will not allow to use this new technology in quality education. So these are some challenges of new technology in the field of education. Right? Okay. This is my last slide, and I just want to finish my presentation with a quotation of David Bong. What David Bong once said: "New technology is not good or evil in and of itself. It's all about how people choose to use it. So it depends on us how we are going to use the new technology, whether in a positive way or negative way." That's about the presentation. That's about the idea that I wanted to discuss with you all. Thank you very much. And thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, sir, for your wonderful presentation. Now we will move to the question and answer session. We have had 2 questions in the chat box. The first one is from Diva. The question is, how can new technology improve the quality of education systems in developing countries?
Yeah. Give me 1 minute. Wait. Yes,
when we use new technology in developing countries, we are not that much, that much knowledgeable, and that we don't have that much idea about this using this new technology, especially Asian countries like Indonesia, my country, Sri Lanka, India, all countries. So we are not that much. We don't have more ideas of using different types of new technologies. Like for example, I told you that artificial super intelligence. So we are just practicing and we are just taking it into our practice, or maybe to use it for activities with the support of developed countries like Japan, China, maybe China. I'm definitely China is not a developed country, the state of developing countries. But anyway, China is one of the countries using artificial intelligence technology in all the sections and the sectors. Right. Anyway, for the development of developing countries, especially in the field of education, artificial intelligence idea, we have to learn, and we have to practice ourselves how we can incorporate all the types of artificial related things in our practice, and how we can make our country's future better.
I think
you are clear with my idea, I think.
I hope it can answer your question, Miss Diva. Now, let us move to the second question from Sarah Zafira. The question is, with the rapid development of AI technologies such as machine learning, deep learning, and generative AI that enhance accessibility and inclusivity, how can we ensure that their implementation in higher education is not only innovative, but also truly improves learning quality, develops critical thinking and creativity, and remains aligned with the United Nations SDG point 4?
Yeah. So how we can measure the innovation, the creativity, and all the related advantages when we use new technology, especially the machine learning, deep learning, and all types of new technological concepts. So that definitely, depends on the outcomes or the output. So, for example, we use in the field of education the new technology. For example, let's think about the student assessment. So when we use new technological ideas in student assessment process, so how the assessment process are, taking place, and what are the advantages that we are getting, and what are the disadvantages we are facing. So that's an idea about that. It depends on the outcomes after we use the different technology in the field of education, and how we make use of it for our development or our positive development.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm not clear. Do you have any question? Any more
I'm
question?
sorry. I believe it is clearly answered the question from Miss Sarah Zafira, and the question from Risma Nasir is also related with the question. She asked about how we evaluate the technology, whether it is improving the learning outcomes.
Yeah, that definitely depends on the outcomes.
And excuse me, sir, someone is asking your email or contact.
Yes, I will
In
send
the
my email.
chat box.
No problem. So I will send in the chat box message everyone. Okay. So if you want, I can give my contact number also. No problem. So any related idea you can discuss with. So 1 minute. Yes, I sent. I have shared my email and my WhatsApp message.
Much obliged, Professor,
Yeah.
for the sharing today. We would like to say thank you very much for the wonderful
I also want to thank
this
my
sharing session.
Professor Andi. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone.
If you need to leave due to other
Thank you.
commitments, please feel free to do so. Thank you once again for your participation.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, my dear brothers, for your sharing.
Okay, sir.
And hopefully one day you will come and visit us, Makassar. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Now we are going to move to the last speaker for today, Professor Dr. Atam Zelilov, our final speaker from VI Vernadsky Crimean Federal University of Russian. He is a prominent scholar, whose expertise spans international education, social sciences, policy studies, and transnational academic cooperation. Professor, let me inform that we have 25 minutes for the presentation, and the last 5 minutes will be for question and answer session. Professor, the time is yours.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Rector of Vernadsky Kremin Federal University, Professor Dr. Vladimir Kuryanov, and Vice President for Information Policy and International Affairs, Professor Dr. Sergei Yurchenko, let me express our gratitude to the Rector of Professor Dr. Bakhtiar Tijang, Rector of Institut Ilmu Social dan Business Andi Sapada, for kind invitation for this inspiring international event. As soon as Russia and Indonesia are both members of BRICS, we have to develop our academic collaboration. I'd like to convey my appreciation to Dr. Andi Asrafan, esteemed moderators and valuable speakers for kind invitation and e-hospitality. Let me proceed with the presentation now. So the intersection of digital transformation, sustainable development, and media represents one of the most dynamic frontiers in contemporary social science research. As we navigate 2026, 2025, 2026, we witness a paradigm shift from technology as tool to technology as ecosystem, where artificial intelligence, immersive media, and data collaboratives are fundamentally restructuring how we approach sustainable challenges, conduct social research, and communicate complex environmental narratives. This report synthesizes current trends, identifies emergent opportunities, and proposes a framework for responsible innovation in this convergent space. Theoretical framework, convergence of three domains, conceptual intersection, the digital transformation of sustainable development through social sciences and media operates a triangle intersection, technological layer, AI, big data analytics, immersive technologies, VR and AR, and blockchain. Scientific layer, computational social science and digital humanities, and evidence-based sustainability research. A communicative layer, digital storytelling, data visualization, and participatory media platforms. Sustainable intelligent ecosystems, environments where digital infrastructure, research, methodology, and media communication co-evolve to address complex social, environmental challenges. The sustainability imperative in digital economy. So recent data from the Digital Conference Cooperation Organization's 2025 Trends report reveals that powering a sustainable digital economy ranks the foremost trend for environmental impact, scoring 3.12, while deploying specialized, accessible, and localized AI leads economic impact predictions, 4.83. However, a critical tension emerges. AI's potential to improve energy efficiency is counterbalanced by its exponentially growing computational demands. So, key statistics shows that 67% of global CTOs expect strong acceleration in sustainable digital economy practices within 12-18 months. Indo-Asia-Pacific and Latin America showed highest optimism, economic impact scores of 5.57 and 5.71 respectively. European stakeholders demonstrate greater skepticism regarding environmental benefits, 2.291, reflecting regulatory caution. So current trends in digital transformation for sustainability, specialized and localized AI for sustainable research. This shift from large language models to small open source specialized AI models represents a methodological revolution for social sciences. These models are research applications, synthetic probes, qualitative exploration of AI latent spaces, to understand training data biases and representational limitations, localized climate modeling, region-space-specific AI applications that process environmental data while respecting sovereign data regulations, automated text analysis, so LLM in the loop pipelines for analyzing political discourse on sustainability with validation protocols, ensuring methodological rigor. And methodological innovation. The AI methodology map framework now guides researchers in integrating generative AI into digital mode methods-led research, bridging theoretical engagement with practical applications. This addresses the critical need for digital native methods that overcome traditional quantitative divides. Collaborative data ecosystems strengthening collaborative data ecosystems ranks 4 for social impact, 4.15 in the third of environmental impact, 2.93 among 2025 digital trends. For sustainable development, these manifests are privacy-enhancing technologies, secure multiple-party computation, and federated learning enabling cross-border sustainability, data sharing without compromising privacy, citizen science platforms, distributed area collection networks where local communities contribute to environmental monitoring, blockchain verified supply chains, transparent tracking of sustainability claims from extraction to consumption, and regional variations. Respondents from Indo-Pacific, Indo-Asia-Pacific, and Latin America show highest optimism about impact of collaborative data ecosystems, while European stakeholders prioritize governance frameworks. And okay. Hyper-personalization and sustainability behavior change. The trend toward delivering hyper-personalization, ranked second for economic impact, presents both opportunities and risks for sustainability communication. Opportunities: tailored energy consumption feedback based on individual behavior patterns. Personalized climate action recommendations accounting for local contexts and cultural values, adaptive learning platforms for sustainability education, and critical concerns: privacy erosion through granular behavioral tracking, algorithmic bias in sustainability intervention targeting, digital divide exacerbation, where personalized services require sophisticated data infrastructure. The shift to evidence-led digital storytelling. So contemporary sustainability communication has undergone a fundamental shift from promotional messaging to proof-based transparency. So research indicates YouTube as a verification platform, where platform has evolved into a primary venue for evidence-led storytelling, where audiences interrogate credibility through long-term content, including retrofitting walkthroughs, nature restoration pilots, and carbon accounting model explanations. Demand for implementation transparency. Stakeholders increasingly seek practical, explanatory, and grounded information rather than aspirational sustainability claims. And the Corporate Communicate Standards 2025 shows that 96% of top of 100 North American and Indo-European companies report on sustainability. 82% maintaining multiple dedicated sustainability web pages. 74% posted sustainability content on LinkedIn in the past 12 months, and only 66% provide detailed strategic information, pillars, time-bound targets, and process updates. Okay. Immersive media and interactive media experiences, emerging trend, virtual and augmented reality technologies are transforming from experimental to operational and sustainability communication. Virtual supply chain tours, so VR experiences allowing stakeholders to explore ethical labor practices and environmental impacts. AR product lifecycle visualization, QR code activated packaging showing full environmental footprints, interactive sustainability reports, real-time data visualizations replacing static PDF documents. And current adoption, while 60% of major corporations incorporate video, animation, or interactivity into sustainability communications, immersive VR and AR remains nascent, awaiting hardware adoption curves as, for example, Apple Vision Pro ecosystem's maturity. Methodological innovations in social sciences, computational social science, and big data. The integration of AI and big data has introduced digitally native methodologies that transcend traditional research boundaries. Emerging methods, internet data mining, so large-scale extraction and analysis of digital trace data for understanding sustainability-related behaviors and attitudes. So LLM-assisted text annotation, automated coding of vast textual corpus, social media, policy documents, new media, with standardized validation protocols. Synthetic data generation using LLMs to simulate survey responses or experimental conditions with a critical epistemological examination of underlying assumptions. And validation challenges. Researchers emphasize the unknowns in AI systems, limitation in LLM self-knowledge that require rigorous human-in-the-loop validation frameworks. And ethical epistemological considerations. The adoption of AI in social research necessities new ethical frameworks addressing algorithmic bias, systemic errors in AI training, data that may distort sustainability-related findings across different cultural contexts, data sovereignty, respecting indigenous and local community rights over environmental data, and transparency requirements, moving beyond black box AI and to explainable models for policy relevant research. And opportunities and strategic recommendations for academic researchers develop transdisciplinary competencies, so bridge social science theory with the data science skills and media literacy, adopt native digital methods, move beyond applying traditional methods to digital contexts, develop methodological born from digital affordances, establish validation protocols. And prioritize open science, contribute to collaborative data ecosystems while maintaining ethical standards for sensitive sustainability data. For media and the communication professionals, embrace evidence-based transparency, shift from promotional sustainability content to detailed, variable implementation documentation. Invest in accessibility, ensure digital sustainability communications meet world standards, diversify challenge strategies, balance corporate websites depth with social media reach, recognizing that 74% of stakeholders engage via LinkedIn or other platforms. Prepare for immersive media. Develop capabilities for VR sustainability storytelling as hardware adoption accelerates. And for policy and institution, here is harmonized regulatory frameworks, mandate energy efficiency, support and digital public infrastructure. For private sector stakeholders, implement integrated AI strategies, develop energy efficient systems, create region-specific applications, and establish transparent reporting. Okay. And summing up my report, as based on current trajectory analysis, the following trends will likely materialize within 3.5 years. Autonomous systems at scale, self-operating sustainability monitoring, and intervention systems, quantum-enabled research, quantum computing applications for complex climate modeling and social simulation, super intelligent AI convergence, regulatory frameworks for an advanced AI systems with a sustainability decision-making authority, new data types, novel collection technologies, biometric environmental sensor networks, satellite imagery, transforming research capabilities. And the critical uncertainties here as well, the energy paradox. Can AI's sustainability benefits outweigh its growing computational energy demands? Here is a question. Another one, democratic legitimacy. How do we ensure AI-driven sustainability governance remains accountable to affected communities? And epistemic authority. Will algorithmic analysis supplement traditional social science expertise? And going to conclusion, the digital transformation of sustainable development, social sciences, and media represents more than technological adoption. It constitutes a fundamental restructuring of how we generate knowledge, communicative complexity, and mobilize action for environmental and social goals. The governance of specialized AI, collaborative data ecosystems, and immersive media creates unprecedented opportunities for evidence-based sustainability governance. However, realizing these opportunities requires deliberate attention to inquire, transparency, and methodological rigor. As we advance toward 2030 and the SDG deadline, the social sciences must lead in developing frameworks that harness digital potential while safeguarding against algorithmic bias, privacy erosion, and democratic deficit. The path forward demands adaptive governance, cross-sector collaboration, and a continuous methodological innovation. by treating digital transformation not as an endpoint, but as an ongoing process of responsible innovation, we can align technological capabilities with sustainability imperatives and social justice commitments. That's all from me for today. If you have questions, you are welcome.
Thank you very much, Professor, for the insightful presentation. Now we are going to move to the question and answer session. We have had one question in the chat box, but we still open the other opportunity for participants who will ask. You may use the raise hand feature. Let's move to the first question from Abian Irsyad Bin Shan. How can students develop critical thinking and independent learning skills to effectively use AI as a tool rather than becoming overly dependent on it?
Thank you. At least, the previous years during COVID and our active participation in this webinar events showed there is just my colleagues from India, they also just gave us the real results. And we agree with them partially and sometimes even fully, showing that no matter how you do your online education, long distance education, but just sitting and working at least 3 hours a day means that you are educating. So that's the important thing. So you have to set your time and do the following. Reading, it's very important. No matter kind of, so books are important. So sure, you can collect them and use them in your collect dozens of books related to marketing, for example, and can collect them on your iPad or cell phone, whatever. But still, you have to read them open. That's the important thing. The more you read, the more you know, and you should be able. You could be just related and being so. For example, in teaching English or translation studies, it's very important to identify texts that you do in translation, or in case of literature learning, you have to be competent and just knowledgeable in the vocabulary related to a specific author. And in case of digital storytelling, one should be able to just write a scale of retelling. So the retelling is very important, because after reading a chapter, you have to retell the meaning and the chronicles. That's important. So the more you read, no matter from the printed book or from the screen of your cell phone, you have to be just competent, and you have to know the plot, the story, and the text that you do. And of course, just knowing the topic will give you opportunities to answer questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor. I believe the answer has provided broader academic perspective for all of us. There's the question. Okay. Excuse me, Professor. There is one question from YouTube.
Okay.
If you mind to wait.
Pertanyaannya dia tuh.
Oh yeah. Oh, the question from YouTube has been transferred to the chat box. How does digital storytelling help improving corporate sustainability communication?
Sure. When we talk about small entrepreneurship and or companies just going to run their own startups, it's important to underline unique selling purposes. That's it. So in order to run your own business, you have to make a real story that will make you unique and can differentiate among others. So a true story of business, it's like a brand. We know that talking about the company that just promoting it's the brand solution, you know that the brand is a sum of or a collection of emotions. So running out a company, you have to build at least 5 or 6 stories that will deepen inside of people's minds, because this tendencies this related to the brand or the company, the stories of appearance, they should be clear and positive and insightful, and let's say giving a lot of impact and drivers and just for motivation. So either you accept them and live with them, developing yourself and growing, or not. That's it. So companies can simply vanished due to the or small enterprises due to the conditions. However, relations to brand and the stories, they can be still lingering in people's minds. So that's important. So at least five stories, or 3 or 5 stories, they should be connected with the brand and lingered in people's minds, related to a specific brand. We can start even just from your student's appearance, from university lecture or personal business holder or a company or hotel or university, at least. Because of this, you know, that's important. The question is about not the context, but about of meaning. So the first thing, the concept, the insight that comes to your mind about the company or a person, that's it. So the storytelling is very important. So a really tailored one with just pragmatic scenario. Thank you.
I believe it has clearly answered the question. There is one request, Professor, in the chat box. Could you please share email or contact person?
Thank you. I'll do it immediately in the chat box. Thank you all, esteemed moderators and Andi for fun organizing committee. It was nice to be in your side, and we hope for the future cooperation, academic cooperation, because Indonesia and Russia are the parts of the members of the BRICS Union, and we have to develop our research as well. And I'm open to you and the whole world. Feel free to communicate with me.
Much obliged,
Thank you so
Professor.
much, my dear professor. Thank you. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow.
The honorable speakers, my fellow participants, ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of the second session of IWEBELSS 2026. We extend our deepest appreciation to our international speakers for the time and the valuable insights. May today's session can foster new ideas, meaningful partnerships, and impactful future collaborations across nations and disciplines. Thank you very much for sharing your expertise with us. Also, on behalf of the committee, we would like to say thanks to the participants for your attention and participation. Finally, I would like to remind all of you not to forget to register for tomorrow. The event is International Public Lecture, and we do hope to see you tomorrow. Should we have another photo session?
Pas jam itu dari
Jam
di schedule. Jam 4, lebih beliau
Oke, Wan, itu director.
Let's start our photo session. Everybody, please sit still with your best smile. On count 3, 2, 1. Let's move to the slide 2. 3, 2, 1. Oh. Slide 1. Okay. Okay, everyone, that's all for today. Thanks once again for your participation. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
kasih.
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, sir.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. See you tomorrow.